Hey YouTube, X52708 here, and change of scenery today. So I've got my PC gaming set up in the background. So what was it? Day before yesterday when I did my last video, it was -3 degrees down in the games room. So still not looking any warmer down there at the moment. So let's say figured we'd have a change of scenery. This video, guys, is a response to my good friend Snestastic, aka Pete. Hope you're doing well, matey. And also another YouTuber called CaptainRaven40. Both of those guys, great YouTubers, and they tagged me the other day for the New Year's tag. So basically, what the New Year's tag is, it's two questions. The first question is, what's your New Year's resolutions, if you've got any? To be honest, I don't really believe in that, as I think a few people have said. You know, if you've got goals that you want to work towards, or you want to put things out, then you can do that anytime. To be honest, you really don't need the excuse of, you know, a New Year's resolution to do that. Saying that, most years I've tried to say, oh, I'll cut down on, you know, eating chocolate and crisps and things like that, but to be honest, I really don't eat that much chocolate and crisps anymore anyway. So if I was to set a resolution, it would be to cut things like that out completely. But as I say, you know, I only really have very small amounts of that sort of stuff anyway. So so no non-gaming related New Year's resolutions as such. Gaming wise, I've sat down and had to think whether or not I'd call them resolutions or just goals for 2010 really. First of all, obviously concentrate on my Sega Mega Drive full PAL collection. I think the collection at the moment stands at 202 out of 524. So really, I went on a bit of a spending spree last year and spent an absolute fortune on games. So this year I'm going to have to rein that in quite a bit. So probably for 2010 I'm going to aim to take that number from 202 to 300. So, you know, add close to another 100 games throughout the year. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Like I say, money's really tight at the moment. Because of my disability, I've not been working for the last 2 years. You know, so I've been surviving on, you know, what money I can. So really, I think most of my games this year that I'm going to be acquiring are going to be from trades. So that takes me on to my other goal really, is to sit down and play a lot more on the other systems, and suss out the games that I'm not really that bothered about keeping on those other systems, and put those into a trades video or a set of trades videos. So, you know, I've got a lot of games on PlayStation 1, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox One, things like that, where really, you know, I have brought a lot of games because they were a good price, not necessarily because they were, in my opinion, a good game. So I'm going to connect, what I'm aiming to do is bring one gaming console down from the games room while the weather's cold into the living room, hook that up and actually play through a lot of the games. So hopefully from doing that I'll find out the ones that I really enjoy playing, the ones that I'm not bothered about, and as I say, hopefully I can trade those for Mega Drive games towards my full PAL Mega Drive collection. What else was on the list? Yeah, playing through more games in general, especially on my current generation consoles. I've got an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3, and probably up until a couple of months ago I was forever buying games, you know, playing on them for a couple of days, sticking them on the shelf and not going back to them. So, you know, not really getting my money's worth from the game. So now I'm in the frame of mind that I want to actually sit through and play through a lot of these games. So I'm still going through playing Resistance, the first one, on PlayStation 3. I'm also playing through Batman Arkham Asylum on Xbox 360. And I've also going through playing on Be a Pro mode on FIFA 09 on PlayStation 3. So those are my 3 games that I'm concentrating on at the moment. Once I've completed them, or as close as possible to completing them, then I'll put those onto the shelf, be nice and content that I've actually played them through and got my money's worth, and then move on to other games. Especially at the moment, I'm really keen to play the first Uncharted. I brought that probably a month or so ago. Not played it yet because, as I say, I'm adamant to try and play through some more of the other games first before I move on to another one. So, stuff like that to look forward to, and then I can try and raise some pennies to try and get games like Uncharted 2 and Heavy Rain, which I'm really looking forward to this year as well, when that comes out later on in the year. Just see if there was anything else for New Year's resolutions. Yeah, a couple of other things. Buying console-wise, there is handheld systems that I'd like to get hold of to complete my handheld collection. So a Game Boy Pocket Colour I'd like to add to the collection, a Game Boy Micro, things like that. I'm not too fussed on setting those as a goal. If I can find those at a good price and I've got the money spare to buy them, then I will do. If not, it's no great loss. But I would love for this year, if I was to only buy one console, I'd love to get a Neo Geo AES. That's been on my wanted list for a while now. But it is going to be expensive. I'm under no illusions of that. The system's going to be expensive. The converter's going to be expensive. And the games, although not as expensive as obviously the true AES games, once I've brought the converter, it is going to be an expensive system to collect for. So, that's the console that I'd like to try and get hold of this year, over and above anything else that I'm after. And also, I'm interested really to see how my good friend Snestastic comes along with building his SNES cabinet. Depending on how he gets on with that, I can see that maybe inspiring me to build, or to look into building, as I have got the room down the games room, to build in a Mega Drive cabinet. So, I'm really looking forward to following Pete's project, all the way through, hopefully to completion. And, like I say, that may well inspire me this year to look at building, a Mega Drive cabinet, and, get something like that down the games room, which would be really, really good. So, it is just ideas I'm throwing around at the moment, but, the cabinet really is just, a nice to have if, if I could find someone that was good at the carpentry side of things to build the cabinet, and somebody that was particularly good at graphic design. So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's my goals stroke resolutions for 2010, guys. So many thanks to Captain Raven and Snestastic for tagging me on their videos. Very much appreciated, guys. And for those of you that don't know either of those guys, or one or the other, please head across to the channels. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. So, as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll put up another video shortly. Bye for now.